from my head to my ankles with these pants. So they feel good. They look good. And if you want to get all racer rocket with it, you can get the knee sliders or the knee pucks that go on and Velcro those on there. Now, down to the toes, from the head to the toes, we're going to talk about boots. Alright, man, these are my Joe Rocket riding boots. I forget what model. Doesn't really matter because it's not a boot review, right? You can see my socks that I wear in there. I bought some extra thin pairs of socks that were kind of like compression socks or whatever. Or I like to laugh and call them orthopedic socks because basically there's no difference in your Under Armour compression socks and old women orthopedic socks, okay? So just get over that. These zip up. I have protection in the shin. I have a shift pad or whatever on the boot. I got a toe slider. I have a heel cup and stretchy areas to articulate there. So I'm protected from pegs and rocks and gravel and hard cornering. Hey, looks like I actually got a slide on that. Look at that. So I'm protected from head to toe, man. And I think you should be too if you're going to go out and do dangerous stuff like ride a motorcycle. Or especially in the beginning phases of riding a motorcycle. So I'll be back here in a minute with a summary. Alright, so hopefully I have explained to you the helmet, the jacket, the back protector, the pants, the boots, the gloves. This is a 6-piece kit that I have to put on when I'm riding. And I want to put it on every time that I go riding. And it's important to note, if you don't have your motorcycle already, right? Don't buy the most expensive motorcycle you can afford. Save some of that money to buy that gear that's going to protect your butt and keep you on your motorcycle riding so that you can learn how to be safe on the motorcycle, so that if you make a mistake, you drop your bike, you haven't lost that much money because you bought a cheap bike anyway. You haven't injured yourself because you bought all the gear that it takes to protect yourself. And, you know, just as I was kind of working this stuff out, gathering my gear and everything, I started doing like a running tally of how much I probably spent on my gear, right? And I want to share that figure with you so that you can kind of budget when you're setting aside, well, how much money am I going to spend on my motorcycle? What kind of cool helmet or whatever? I'm going to get some wild colors with skulls and stuff on it. How much money can I spend on that stuff? Well, the helmet, the boots, all that stuff that I just showed you, I want to say, let's say I spent somewhere between $1,000 and $1,200 on all that gear. Now, as I explained, I have more gear than that, so it's hard to get accurate numbers on what I spent for everything. But if you're gonna ride, now we're just talking about riding, or you can spend a lot more on gear than $1,200, and sometimes maybe on a jacket or boots or gloves or whatever, you can save a little money. But don't skimp on your gear. Buy stuff that's going to protect you, that's going to keep you on your bike, that's going to keep you riding. Have your insurance. Make sure you have enough money to maintain your bike, have it serviced, oil changed, and all that stuff, because that goes into the expense of owning a motorcycle too. But it's 5 times more expensive to ride this bike than my previous bike. So, you know, when it comes to purchasing a bike, it's not all just the bike that you have to consider. You got to consider all of those expenses that are going to keep you on the bike and keep you from having to park it because you don't have money for gas or insurance or protective gear or hospital bills because you already laid it down and you were riding with tennis shoes on like an idiot. And I'm the first to say I have ridden in tennis shoes like an idiot, and I don't recommend it. I was lucky. I rolled the dice. I won that time, and I'm not doing that again. So, protective gear, stay safe, and I'll catch you on the next time.